Welcome back to the channel. My name is Darian. This is Girlhood to Womanhood, where we talk all things growing up as a woman, from the challenges to the triumphs and everything in between, all the lessons that we learn on this great journey of self-discovery. So today we're talking about goals in 2025 and how I'm making 2025 my best year yet. Please don't drink that. My dog is messy. Today's drink of the day is this winter punch that I got from Trader Joe's. It's good, but for Christmas I put it together with ginger beer and that was really good. So having it on its own is not really hitting the way I wanted to, and I'm really not a juice girl, but I don't want to waste it. So anyway, that's that. Okay, let's get into the 5 ways that I'm making 2025 my best year yet. I don't think y'all heard me. My best year yet. Did you hear me that time? So the first step, and I think this step we miss often, is acknowledging what you've done well already. Now, it's important to focus on what you want to accomplish and all the things that you want to do and da-da-da-da. But we don't really give ourselves enough credit. I know I don't give myself enough credit. So this time I'm actually taking time to say, okay, what did you do well this year? What do we want to carry into 2025? Because if we don't acknowledge the things that we've done well, I think we can get into the mindset of like, what have I done? What have I accomplished? What am I doing with my life? Like, and kind of spiral down that way. I know I have. So if you can relate to that, leave a comment down below. We want to take time to think about, okay, for example, for me, I started working out again last year, like more consistently. I was really into fitness years ago, and then I kind of fell off and I was like really wishy-washy. But last year is probably my first year in a while that I've been a lot more consistent than I have been. Like working out multiple times a week, challenging myself, really pushing myself. And so basically I want to take that up a notch next year. I want to get back into weightlifting and really strengthen my body. So I'm taking something that I think I did okay in 2024. You know, I didn't do everything I could do, but I did something that I am proud of. And it's hard for me to sometimes be proud of things because I'm like, if you didn't do your best, then did you do it? But that's not a healthy way of thinking. That's what my therapist would say. So I'm taking the time to acknowledge that I did work out. I worked out more than I did prior. So it's like, okay, you made progress. Now we're just gonna build on that. We're gonna make even more progress. And that makes me feel like, okay, you've taken some steps in the right direction. Now we're just gonna take more steps in the right direction. You feel me? If you can hear my dog pitter patter on the ground, he lives here too. I don't know. I was gonna say sorry, but he lives here. Okay, can you sit down though? Because it is distracting. Come on. So to sum it up, take the time to acknowledge what you've done well. Give yourself some credit. Even if you feel like you didn't do anything well in 2024, I challenge you to think about that again, because we have to get in the habit of giving ourselves credit and acknowledging the things that we do well. Because after 2025 is over, I mean, are you gonna fall into the same habit? No. Take the time, acknowledge it. Next is get very clear on your goals. You want to be specific, and let me tell you why. So a couple of years ago, first of all, just having goals in general is like the first step. If you just want to be better in 2025, baby, that's not gonna do it. I'm here to tell you that's not gonna be the one. So be very specific. Coming up with goals in general is important, but also being very specific. Here's why. A couple years ago, I was like, I want to reach X salary. And I was like, let's just put it on my vision board. Let's just see. It was a goal. It was a goal that I wasn't 100% sure that I would get to, but I was like, let's just try to see. When I tell you I reached that exact salary, not a penny less, not a penny more, that exact total comp. And I was like, wow, this works. This works. So get very specific with your goals. If you want to make a certain amount of money, put it on the board. If you want to work out a certain number of days per week, put it on the board. If you want to stop eating a certain thing, put it on the board. Be very specific. You need to see exactly what you want to achieve. It cannot be an idea. It cannot be vague, because how do you work towards something when you don't really know what it is? I want to eat better. Okay, like what does that mean? Eating better to me is very different than eating better to you versus eating better to my mom, eating better to my dad. Like, you need to be specific. These are your goals. They should be specific to you. Next is creating a vision board. So a little story, when I was younger, my dad would have us create vision boards every year. And they were just very lofty vision boards, but we got into the habit of doing it. So I did it for years. And then once I got to college and right after college, I wasn't really doing them. And then a couple years ago, I started again. So I did them and I achieved a lot that was on that board. And then I was like, I'm not gonna do it. So then the year after that, I didn't create a vision board and I feel like I got nothing done that year. No lie. And then the year after that, I created another vision board, which was this past year, and I achieved a lot of what was on that board. So basically what I'm telling you is you need to see it. You need to see it. There's power in the tongue. There's power in saying what you want to do, what you want to accomplish. There's also power in writing it down, so getting very specific about your goals. But there's also power in seeing it. You need to see it. It needs to be printed up on your wall, in your office, in your bedroom, wherever. I created mine on Canva this year. Typically, I do like a physical vision board, but this year I didn't feel like buying all those magazines. Do you know how much magazines are these days? Very expensive. When did that happen? So I usually do a physical vision board, but I was like, nah, not buying those magazines. So I did a digital one on Canva. They have plenty of samples for you to take and edit as you see fit. I'm not gonna show you my vision board because it is special and private, but it's on my laptop desktop screensaver. It's also on my phone. I created two. So I took some of the pictures that were on my big vision board that I put as my laptop screensaver and put it in a template for my phone. Because I need to be able to see it. If I'm out and about and I'm like, let me get that ice cream, even though I had ice cream yesterday. And I look at my phone to go pay for it, guess what I'm gonna see? Eating well. And I'm gonna second guess, should I be eating this? It is helpful to see what you want to achieve because it can remind you of what you want to achieve. And because when we break it down to all of the goals that we want to accomplish, they're all very small decisions every day. They're just the small decisions that we make every day. Whatever you need to see, put it on that vision board and put it somewhere where you're going to see it every day, multiple times a day. Don't hide it, okay? Don't hide it. You need to be able to see it. The next thing I'm doing is approaching this as a lifestyle change or lifestyle enhancement rather than a change for a specific amount of time. There is a caveat here. I did 75 hard last year and that was great. It kind of reignited some of the habits that I had let go. So I do think there is validity in doing challenges, whether it's the 75 hard, whether it's just a no sugar challenge for 30 days. I stopped drinking alcohol for 30 days and then I stopped doing it altogether, and that's been over a year at this point. So sometimes challenges are necessary to give you that kickstart. Once you've got that kickstart, I would challenge you to adjust the way that you're thinking about it after that. The end goal is for it to be a lifestyle change because that's gonna have longevity, that's gonna keep you healthy, that's gonna keep you motivated, that's gonna keep you becoming the person that you wanna be, is continuing to do those things forever. As long as they serve you. They may not serve you at some point, but as long as they serve you, you wanna keep doing it. The last thing I'm doing is finding my why. This is so important because your goals, your dreams, anything that you're working towards really means nothing if you don't have a reason why you're doing it. You should be running towards something, not from something. Everybody is running, don't get me wrong, but you wanna be running towards something and you wanna have a reason why. Why are you going to try to do this? Part of my why is because I'm sick of being like, how freaking awesome could you be if you really got down in the dirt? There's a better way to say that. How much could I really achieve if I put my all into something? How much can I really do if I'm really trying? And this ties back into something that I said in a previous video. I've been pretty good at a lot of the things that I've tried in my life. I haven't had to try super hard on certain things. Certain things I have worked my butt off for. But there are things that I'm like, I just kind of was naturally good at it. At this point in my life, I'm like, okay, but what does Darian 2.0 look like when you're putting things in your path that you're really working towards, that you really want to see get off the ground? Like, what does it look like when you're really challenging yourself? And I haven't challenged myself in a little bit, Like, I'm tired of my own shit. I'm tired of the scrolling. I'm tired of watching YouTube videos when I could be doing something more productive. That's why I got back on YouTube, because I was like, I'm tired of thinking about it. Like, let's just do it. And I've been so proud of myself for being consistent these last couple of weeks. So that is part of my why. We're figuring out, what is Darian capable of? What does Darian look like when she really steps into that next phase of her life, where she's really proud of what she's doing? So whatever version of yourself that you're at, if you're ready to get to the next version 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, this is a great time to do that. And consider the things that I've listed in this video. You know, getting very specific about your goals, coming up with your goals first of all, getting very specific about them, putting together a vision board so that you can see it all the time, looking at it as a lifestyle change. Long term, you want to take on these things and do them for however long serves you. And also acknowledging what you've done well. Give yourself some credit. Give yourself some grace. Give yourself some credit. You are amazing. Look at how far you've come already. I'm just gonna let that breathe for a second, because I probably need to hear it too. Look at how far you've come, but you have so much further to go, and not in like a way of like you're not doing well, but like you can accomplish even more. And I'm excited for you. I'm excited for me, and I'm excited for you. So we're gonna do this together. So I'm gonna check in on my goals, so that you guys know how it's going. But that's the video. Was that motivating? Was that good? Did you feel that? Are you hyped? Are you ready to go? Are you revved up? I am. That is the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're ready for 2025, if you're ready to step into that next version of you, if this was helpful, all of that, leave a comment down below. Like I said, comment, subscribe, turn on your bell notifications so you know when I post another video, and we'll see you in the next video. I believe in you. We're at the top of the year. It's not too late. I know it's not January 1. And if you're like me, sometimes we like to have stuff going on January 1. Babe, it's not too late.